What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we are Tom and Steph. Steph and Tom. Welcome back to another video if you're already subscribed. This video is been overdue because 3 years ago we installed half of the part, but at that time of the install it was done at a Canadian Tire parking lot. So we couldn't technically finish it because we didn't have a jack. Yeah. And then we moved to a garage and we had a jack, but I think we just forgot to finish the part.
I totally forgot about that part until we moved back here and we were digging through our tools and I found this part.
3 years later, here's the rest of the mod. We really want to be organized with things and we're trying, but it's just not working.
So today we are gonna fix that problem. By the way, Mr. Sparkle's fine. I know you guys can hear him crying in the background, but for some reason, every time we're like in the car, he thinks we're leaving without him or something, and he just goes nuts.
Because he loves car rides, you guys. Loves it. This guy loves the car.
He actually recognizes the Subi rumble.
He does. Anytime
a Subi drives by our street, or when I'm coming home in this car, he's waiting at the door.
Yeah. As soon as he hears the rumble, he's like, oh, Dad's coming.
Under the car, so on your left is the front, that's the rear of the car. So to access the bushing, there's a heat shield right there that runs from here all the way basically to there. You see the two bolts there. Those are 12 millimeters, so 1, 2, and then 3, 4. And then there's also the transmission brace, and those are 14 mils. And those are the only things you need to take off. I'm going to see if I can get away with not taking off the O2 sensor right there, because it is pretty snug on there. Did have to end up taking off the O2 sensor. Now my recommendation is definitely unplug the O2 sensor first, right there, and then there's also a clip that holds the wire. Pop that clip out, because in order to twist off the O2 sensor, which you'll need a 22 mil wrench for, it's a little bit too tight, so when you do try to twist off the O2 sensor, it just ends up getting tangled. So unplug it, then remove that plastic clip, then you have all the free space to twist off the O2 sensor. So here's to give you guys a better look. There's the O2 sensor plug right here, and then that clip that goes all the way to the other side, and that's where the O2 sensor is. So screw that off, then you can take this heat shield and the brace off, and then we'll have full access. Basically what we're looking for is right in there. That black bushing right there is what we're gonna swap it out. Now with a 14 mil wrench, what we're gonna loosen is right there. Loosen that bolt, and then that whole linkage is gonna drop down. Then we can take that bushing out. Here's another pro tip. So it's pretty tight there. Once you loosen the bolt, there's actually not enough space for the bolt to fully come out. So just give a tug on the linkage right there, pull it down towards you, and that'll free up some space, and then you can pull that entire bolt out. Now that the bolt is out of the way, all we're gonna do is take a flathead and that black bushing right on both sides. Literally just gonna pry it off, and that's it. And swap it out with the red Perrin polyurethane bushing. So that right here is where the old bushing came from. Now the old one was a one-piece rubber that slid through, and the new one will be a two-piece. So one on this side, and then the other one slips through on that side, and everything will pop back in, and we'll be good to go. Getting that bushing out took a little bit of strength, but you can see the stock one is pretty soft, like it's just rubber. But the new Perrin one, polyurethane, it's like you you can't even squeeze it. So this should make a hell of a lot of a difference when it comes to shifting and just the notchiness. I'm really excited. I wonder if it's going to add more NVH. It probably will. We'll find out. Everything is put back together. We just got to go for a drive to see how it feels. Are you ready?
I think it does feel notchier.
You think so?
You can feel like it's, like when you put it in gear, it definitely is stiffer than it was before.
Yeah.
So I think, and we lowered it a little bit more, so I think it will be big difference.
Yeah, we also shortened the throws just by a tiny bit on the adapter.
Not much, because there's not too much room that we can go.
We shortened about ½ an inch. Should make a noticeable difference. Combined with the bushing, we'll see. It's been a couple of days since we installed that bushing. We've driven around for a little bit, and my first impression definitely makes a big difference in the way the shifting feels, especially first to second. But just every shift in general feels way more precise, and you don't get any of that like slop anymore. So if the adapter, like the short shifter adapter itself, did maybe 30% of the improvement, the bushings under the car probably did the other 70. What'd you think?
Agreed.
Yeah, so if you've been thinking about doing it, definitely do it. I mean, it's a really budget-friendly mod. I think we paid like $100 for it.
Yeah, it was $100.
It's one of those small mods that makes a big difference, and so definitely get it if you've been thinking about it. We enjoy it. I think I've been into more of these handling driver mods lately, so maybe more to come. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.